So over the course of the last year and a half since COVID, I have really become more aware of the intimate relationship that does exist between our physical health and our psychological health. As we have physically been stuck in our own homes, apartments, what have you, we have as well been mentally stuck in our own heads with seemingly no way of escape. It's kind of brought us to a place where it's really hard to get out of that circular type of thinking when there are no new inputs, no new ideas being brought in from the outside. This was probably greatly exaggerated by the algorithms that lead our Netflix, our YouTube, our music subscriptions, what have you, that continue to serve us up exactly the same type of material over and over and over, leading to an even more monotonous situation when we're not able to get outside. As we begin to develop those digital grooves, it's really easy to get in a rut where there's no real thinking done outside of your own head. If you're like I am, you ask yourself, why am I thinking this way? Why do I continue to go through the same process every day like I'm living in the movie Groundhog Day? When you step back and think about it, it becomes really obvious that until you change your situation and your surroundings, you're not going to be able to change your attitude, your mindset, or anything else that's going to benefit you in life. And that's another thing that continues to occur to me. When we have no exterior influences, perhaps out of social media such as that, it becomes nearly impossible to get out of this rut and to move on in life with new ideas, new thoughts, and new actions. And that's another thing that occurred to me. In our human nature, when we're not allowed to get out and about or feel safe in doing that, really quickly we can become depressed, discouraged, distraught. We can really have issue, and we've got to get out of that rut. This type of isolation almost always breeds pessimism and negative attitudes, and although it's sometimes healthy to be alone, over a long period of time, it can never work out good. It seems like human beings always operate more optimally when they are together, when they're spending time together, when they're having face-to-face conversations, when they're able to share the burden of responsibility between our lives. We are at our peak and we do our best. The monotonous dread to our own existence can be kept at bay if we feel like we can be a part of something, a part of community, a part of making value come into this world. As we play a role in our sub-communities, whether it be in our communities doing activities, being involved, being a volunteer, reaching out to others, trying to help others through their trying times, it really makes a difference, and it oftentimes will bring a brand new existence and meaning to our own lives. This again helps to prevent us from becoming discouraged and stuck in our own monotonous ways when we reach out and find new ways to be involved. The places we go, the people we interact with, all become an extension of the lives that we live for the better of this world and not just for self. There's a reason why so many self-improvement junkies and gurus teach us that we ought to get up in the mornings and make our beds and then extend our boundaries outside of our four walls of our home and let ourselves be a part of something much bigger than we are. And to follow that same train of thought, I honestly believe that the small physical nature of the places we're trapped in most often directly affect our minds and how far and wide we're able to go beyond the horizons of our own selves. And that's the same reason why people who often travel a lot, when they get home from those extended vacations, they feel a renewed energy. They feel like they've got new ideas, new thoughts, and a whole new space to live in. But I realize most of us don't have the luxury and the money to travel all over the world. So what do we got to do? We've got to get out of our spaces, go into our communities, go into our backyards, go out in the streets, go shopping, whatever's safe for you. But get out and about and be a part of something much larger than that small space you've been living in for this last few years. And if you don't do that, you're going to end up like Rapunzel, trapped in a tower with no hope in life. So I basically said all that to say this: get outside, go do something, get off YouTube, and enjoy your day.